How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to talk to you about a new stock that I bought this week. Unlike a lot of other growth stocks, it's actually gone up this week, and I still think it's at a very good value where it is now. It's growing very quickly, and not too many people have heard about it. So I want to talk about it. I want to give you my bullish thesis on it, kind of give you the reason some people might give me some flack on actually buying this stock, and then talk to you about what I'll be doing with it, how much I'll be adding, and that kind of stuff towards the end, and how much I've already bought. So if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. It helps out the channel a lot and spreads this to more people. If you guys want, there is a link down there to WeBull where you can get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. I am paying attention really close to the WeBull app today to see when the Fed talks what the stock market does. It has in a very user-friendly, visually friendly way to take a look at it. Also, there is a link down there to BlockFi in case you want to get some interest on your cryptocurrency and get a bonus up to $250. They're also coming out with a Bitcoin back rewards credit card here soon that gives you 1.5% back in Bitcoin. So kind of a cool option there. Definitely check that out if you're interested. So the company that we're going to be talking about today has grown a lot recently. So look at what their revenue has done. You can see December 2020, it had $1.7 million worth of revenue. January, $8.6 million of revenue. February, $20 million of revenue. So from December, it's gone up significantly, about 10x, 15x, somewhere around there. Since January, it's gone up about 2.5x. So it's grown a lot. Their net deposits has gone from 28 million up to 400 million. Their assets under management has gone up from 230 million up to 1.7 billion. Their trades per day is going up. Their new verified users has been going up. They just raised capital and they have $146 million on their balance sheet. This company is growing very quickly, obviously, and it's still valued under $3 billion. So that's actually not a bad price for what you're getting here. It's about a 12 price to sales ratio based on the run rate from last month. But take a look at how quickly they're growing. This company is actually a crypto app that's very similar to like what BlockFi does. They pay interest rates on different cryptocurrencies, but they offer more cryptocurrencies and interest rates on more cryptocurrencies, but it's smaller, it's not as well known, and I think down the line they could actually get into stock market investing like other apps have, like Robinhood, like SoFi, where they have multiple layers. Even WeBull now has cryptocurrency on their app, so I think that they might actually have a whole new revenue stream. Now, I had told my Patreon members about it earlier this week. I gave them a rundown of everything that I was seeing with the stock, why I was bullish on it, what I saw, some possible risk factors, told them about what I was doing. And the company that we're looking at today, and there is a link down there to Patreon if you want to get this a little bit sooner in the future because we're actually up a decent amount on this. The company we're looking at today is Voyager Digital. So this is on the OTC market, first of all. So you can't get it on WeBull. You can't get it on probably a couple other fintech platforms. I use Fidelity to get it, to buy it. Over 6 months, it's gone from a 50-cent stock all the way up to $20. And I think that's actually for good reason. Remember those increase in revenues that we've seen over the last couple months. And a lot of that is from a large increase in people's interest in cryptocurrency. So these are some of the interest rates. You can see they pay an interest rate on USDC, Bitcoin, Ethereum, DOT, and you can kind of go down the line. They hold a lot more currencies that pay an interest rate than BlockFi. It's smaller, so I actually plan on trying this out at some point. I haven't done it yet. But even though I haven't tried it out, you can see here that they actually have a really good rating. They're number 21 in finance, and they have a 4.8 out of 5 rating with 25,000 reviews. So people are liking the app. So you can kind of see some of their growth here. 340x in assets under management from December 2019 through February 2021. Now, that is an awesome number, but they pretty much had nothing at the beginning. So it's not like they start with $1 billion, now they're at $340 billion or something. They're still a small company. Here they compare their competitive difference compared to some of these other crypto exchanges and crypto brokerage houses. You can see that they have 58 coins. They have 20 interest-bearing coins. It's commission-free. It's unaffiliated exchange routing, publicly traded. Coinbase has 45 coins. It's non-interest bearing. And then you can kind of see down the line. look at all these future growth opportunities. This is kind of what we talked about: B2B partnerships, desktop, debit card, credit card, margin, new asset listing, traditional banking products, equities, international, M&A, self-custody, wallet. So they have a lot of room for growth here, and I think they're just getting started, honestly. These are some of their partners too, which there are a lot of big names. First of all, there's Coinbase, Google, BMO, Plaid, Circle, Silvergate. There's AWS from Amazon. A lot of big names. So if you're kind of curious about how risky it is, you can see they do have some big partners, and they are a multi-billion-dollar company, even though they're on the OTC market at this point. Now, their CEO is actually the former VP brokerage at E-Trade, so he helped them grow that business. Philip Ayton, their co-founder and chairman, was formerly at Morgan Stanley. And then another co-founder of theirs was a former CTO at Uber. So they definitely have some experience here on the management team. Now, like I said, they have been growing very quickly. There are some risks to this, but I want to compare this to something like eToro. So eToro had $605 million worth of revenue last year. They just came out with a SPAC merger. Right now, the stock's around $13, $14 or so. This is valued around $10 billion when it's at a $10 valuation. So it's really around a $13 to $14 bill valuation right now, which would put them at over a 20 price to sales ratio. Now, based on what we just talked about with Voyager, they're actually sitting around a 12 price to sales ratio, and they're growing much quicker. Now, of course, they are smaller. They don't have the SPAC downside protection, but there's a lot of potential here, and Voyager still has to get into the other spaces that we talked about. They haven't really grown out their platform as much, and there's a lot of room for growth there. So you can kind of compare that. It's about one half as expensive based on a forward run rate of Voyager versus last year on eToro. Now, eToro is expecting to increase their revenue up to about $1 billion for this year, but I also assume Voyager will continue to increase their revenue throughout the year too. I don't think they're going to stop at 20 million a month. Now, comparing this to Coinbase, there was some news that Coinbase was going to be valued around 90 billion or 100 billion. Looks like it's changed a little bit today. It says 6.8 billion, but there was news that they had a revenue of about $1.2 billion recently. So even there, this company is being valued around a 50 price to sales ratio, as opposed to just 12 for Voyager, which is a huge discount comparatively. And if Coinbase is like a lot of these other IPOs recently, it's probably likely to jump up on the day that they actually IPO. Some things that could throw Voyager off, some things that could actually negatively affect them. First of all, if there's any major crypto scams, if there's any major pullback on the crypto market. So whether it's a security issue or whether there's just a massive decrease in interest in the crypto market, or there's a massive pullback in Bitcoin or Ethereum, I don't think that will be the case. I mean, I think we will see big pullbacks, but I think the general interest in cryptocurrency will never be higher, or will never be lower than it is right now. I think as time goes on, more and more people will invest in crypto, especially after this quarter, when I think we see a lot more companies invest in Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So I think companies like Voyager will increase their revenue from this. Now, they are well positioned with that cash on their balance sheet. I think this is a company that will grow really quickly, but I'm not willing to put a ton of money into this company. And the reason for that is partly because I just have a lot of money in crypto already. In cryptocurrencies directly, I have about 20 to 25% of my portfolio. Then I also have some Bitcoin mining stock. And I actually realize that some people will give me flack for this company, because actually Financial Education talked about it earlier this week. The thing is, though, there's never going to be a company that I'm the first investor in. So I am totally fine investing in this company after other people. I just always get comments, and everyone else that I talk to on YouTube gets comments too, that if there's anyone that's talked about a stock before them, people just say that they're a copycat. I don't care if I'm a copycat, as long as I'm picking good companies over the long term. I'll happily be a couple days behind a couple different people if I can get into good growth companies at good times. So right now, I am not planning on buying more of this right now. I plan on over the next couple of weeks buying some more possibly. But again, my crypto exposure is pretty high right now. But if you're looking to get into the crypto market in a company that's growing quite quickly and you don't feel like buying crypto itself, or maybe you want to supplement your crypto, maybe you don't want another crypto mining company, you can take a look at this company. Again, it's on the OTC market. Check it out. You can Google different apps in your area that allow you to buy OTC stocks, but take a look at this one. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Again, if you want to check out the Patreon to get this a little bit earlier, you can. There is a link down there to BlockFi, so I'm still using BlockFi a lot to get interest on my cryptocurrency. Definitely check that out. If you guys want, there's that link down to WeBull. And I will see you guys in the next video. Be very careful here because the Fed is talking here soon. I'm going to be very vigilant of what they say. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.